You can save yourself between $50 to $120,000 if you follow the exact formula Dylan is about to share with us in this next video. This is your Parts Manager Professional, and welcome back. And we have Dylan, who is an experienced licensed technician, sharing on how to become a mechanic. Well, let's go ahead and hear what he has to say.
I'm so glad that someone finally asked me this question here, because people ask me this on TikTok and they ask me in real life all the time. They say, Dylan, how do I become a mechanic? What do I do? So here's what you do. Don't waste your money on UTI or any of those other technical schools. I think it's a waste of your money. And a big waste of your time, too, which is the most important thing. Go to your local dealer or a really busy independent shop and just ask them to work there. It doesn't have to be a mechanic position, and it probably won't be a mechanic position. Just clean up the shop. Especially if you're young, start there. Tell them you're interested in becoming a mechanic and you want to learn, and see if that's something that they'd be interested in helping you with.
Well, UTI is the Universal Technical Institute in the United States. In Canada here, what we have is the ATC, Automotive Training School. And if you're in Jamaica, it's JAGAS, J-A-G-A-S, which is the Jamaican German Automotive School.
You're gonna have to bust ass. You're gonna have to empty garbage cans. You're gonna have to do some hard shit that's not working on cars. You're gonna have to clean up other mechanics' messes and oil spills. That's just the way it's gonna be. And I almost promise you that one day they're gonna be busy and they're gonna let you change the oil on a car. But I guarantee if you go this route, instead of wasting your time at a technical school, one, you're gonna get a lot of connections and meet a lot of people in the business. Two, you're going to gain a lot more respect from the people and other mechanics around you, which is going to make them more willing to teach you things. And third, and most importantly, you're going to have real hands-on experience, which these dudes that went to school aren't going to have. The other benefit to this is when you're at school, you're not making any money. And even if you're just making 12 to 15 bucks an hour cleaning up the shop, at least you're getting paid to learn and do a little bit of work. And I know that other longtime journeymen will back me up on this. Guys come out of these technical schools thinking they're going to be the best mechanic ever, and they don't know a damn thing about fixing cars in the real world. It's way different than school. In my opinion, the only time it's worth it to pay for one of those technical schools is if you have a GI Bill from the military. They're going to pay you to go to school and pay you to do all that stuff, so you might as well take advantage of that. But if you don't have that, don't waste your money or time. Go work somewhere, get a real job with real experience, and work your way up from the bottom. And then after you've done a few oil changes, they might make you the lube tech. You be the lube tech for a few years, do all those service stuff, all the easy stuff. You're going to learn a lot doing this, and you're going to learn what to look for and what not to look for. Then,
well, my opinion, and only my opinion, everything he said is spot on. Those technical colleges he's talking about is a complete waste of time, especially in the States, Europe, and Canada. Only in the Caribbean and Latin America, though, I find that it's almost the only way to gain access to the industry. It's just the government's way of making money. One of the ways they try to make money is to pinpoint a lot of people down for certification promises, as a matter of fact, right? And then what you also need to understand is that most manufacturers have a product-specific training program for their brand, and so the technical colleges are only good for entry-level tech positions. But wait, what do I know?
and once you've been a lube tech for a while, they're going to get even more busy, and they might hand you a bigger job and a bigger job until, guess what? You're going to be a full-time journeyman with a few years of experience before these dudes are even out of school. I got started this exact same way. I started out as the lot boy. When I was 18 years old, I was parking the cars, I was cleaning up the driveway, I was cleaning up the shop, and after a while of doing that, a roadside position came up where you jumpstart batteries, give people a little bit of fuel, or put on a spare tire. After I did roadside for a couple months, a lube tech job opened up, and I was the first guy in line. I was a lube tech for a few years, and after a lot of on-the-job work and a whole ton of in-class training, I became a journeyman mechanic.
This is absolutely true again. If you go back to my videos, my YouTube channel, and look for an interview I did with Devin Luke, he started out the same way. He started out as a lot attendant, later on became a lube tech, and worked in the parts department, became the assistant service manager, and now he moved on to a sales executive, well, an assistant sales manager at a Honda dealership. So, I mean, the sky's the limit in the industry as long as you're ambitious enough to go the extra mile. My experience is similar. Started out in the sales department as a sales assistant, doing the inventory. They call it a product presenter now. Yeah, much the same way. and then I was transferred to the parts department. I went on to become a parts advisor. They call it a parts consultant at the time. And then I was promoted to inventory officer, and then later on I became a parts manager. Um, I had the experience for over 20 years. I was at least 12 years as a manager. So, I mean, I understand where he's coming from, so we can relate.
On the line as a flat rate mechanic. And once you have 3 to 4 years as a flat rate mechanic, I promise you could work and get a job almost anywhere. So I'm going to try to summarize all this up. Don't waste your money on UTI. Go work your way up from the bottom as a lube tech at a dealership or a really popular independent shop around you and learn from a real mechanic hands-on. You won't regret it, I promise you, and you won't have wasted $50,000 going to UTI.
The only drawback is with a lot of these entry-level positions, it depending on where you are, because it is a lot easier for you to attend. Well, they make it a lot easier for you to attend these colleges and walk into a dealership fresh off the street. However, the way he just described it is actually the way you can actually get into the industry itself. And it's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication, passion and drive, but you're looking at least 10 years for you to get exactly where you want to go. But hey, you're starting off with nothing and have nothing else to do. If you want to be the top dog in the garage, start making money, and believe it or not, master technicians make a whole lot of money. You get what I'm saying? They make far more money than even the managers. So think about it. You're gonna have to put away a couple of the things that you love and make the sacrifice. It's you can't beat experience. That's the bottom line. Well, what do you think? Let me know. Oh, and you can find the link to Dylan's page. His TikTok page has a lot of information. That's where I found him, and I posted it in the description link below. So check him out. And that's it for today. If anything, I'll see you again in my next video.